What's poppin', internet? Welcome to another episode of the Synced Up Filmcast. We're back in business. If there's any of you that don't listen to the Synced Up podcast, but you listen to Synced Up Filmcast, which I don't think there's many of you or any of you.
The crossover, there might be one.
There might be
person.
one or two of those people. If that's you, you should jump over to the latest Synced Up podcast, where at the beginning I explained where we've been gone. I was hospitalized for a while.
It's
I was
a
very
good,
sick.
First 30 minutes is about
it's just about
not
me
about
dying.
video games. It's about
exactly.
where we've been.
But I'm back in business. We're back in business, and here we are. We're not going to rank anything this week because we've been gone for a month and a half. So we figured we should touch base and then get back to going strong.
Reorganize.
Okay, so a little bit of housekeeping for. I'm Timothy DeRoe, joined by Michael Clare.
Hi. Jordan has to pee.
Exactly. Jordan has to pee.
Do something about it.
But anyway, a little bit of housekeeping for you before we start this here show. If you enjoy this show, you should consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/syncedup, where for $1 you can get access to the lovely Discord, where you would have known a month and a half ago that I was done. Over $5 you can get access to the post show and the Discord.
Post show is pretty good.
Post show is pretty good. The last one was pretty good. I know we didn't have a whole post show for a month, and people paid $5 for nothing. But we're back.
That was a donation to Tim's medical funds.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry about that, but we're good. We're back in business. Post shows are back in order.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so get excited about that. All those post shows and all those things are posted over on youtube.com/synceduppodcast and podcasting services around the globe. New episodes of this show specifically go up in all those feeds Tuesdays, 7 a.m. Central Time Zone gang. You can also write into the show to synceduppod@gmail.com or the reader mail submissions tab at the Discord with any questions, comments, or concerns, and we will read those on the show. We got a new guy in the email today.
What?
He wrote a video game question in, so we'll talk about that next week.
New guy?
Yeah, the guy who tweeted me.
Oh,
he wrote in an email.
That's awesome.
Which was very nice.
That's very cool.
One of the Kind of Funny best friends, which is very, very nice. Or the reader mail submission tab at the Discord as well. You can get your questions wrote into there. You should also consider following us on Twitter at synceduppod to keep up to date with all of our content from across that board, that big old slapping board.
Big old board.
Piece of that board is TikTok, and you can go over to TikTok, synceduppod, to see some clips, some funny clips that we got from our past episodes. It's been a little dry over there because people have been busy. Shit's popping off.
Is it a chalkboard?
Chalkboard?
A whiteboard?
No, fuck chalkboards. Whiteboard all day.
Boogie board.
I hate the sound of chalk. You know what I mean? Just chalking away.
I don't know.
Hate it.
There is something impressive about a calculus 2 teacher going ham, who will write the whole problem and all of it worked out in chalk. It just seems so much more tedious.
No,
but I
whiteboard
appreciate
till I
it.
die. Whiteboard till I die. Anyway, so this week, the Nolan movie is Inception, but we're not going to watch that because Harry Potter and the Secrets of Dumbledore dropped on HBO Max, and of course we have the Harry Potter movies ranked and good to go. So what we're going to go do is watch Harry Potter and the Secrets of Dumbledore this week on HBO Max, and then we're going to rank that next week.
Watch it with us.
Then we'll watch Inception, which is exciting. Good movie.
Are you okay?
Jordan
For
broke
real?
his finger? Like legitimately?
Do I need to call an ambulance?
Is it ambulance, Tom? How did that happen?
How am I supposed to roll on if you got a broken finger? This is what happened. I told you to go pee, and you didn't go pee.
Didn't go pee, and you would have been in the bathroom.
Effect.
And you would have been in the bathroom peeing instead.
Yeah. He might have broke something else, he says.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to move on from that. We got a lot of random-ass shit to talk about this week. I have watched a lot because I have been incapacitated.
Let's get to the news
and
first.
Not at work. But we do got some random news that we can talk about. And a trailer.
Is Netflix Geek Week started yet?
Yeah, that's up. That's coming up.
Okay. Thank you.
We got one trailer. There's probably more trailers, but I could only remember one, so we only got one. Man, we'll get back to normal next week. You know how it goes. I don't remember all the trailers that was popping off this week.
There's some Resident Evil stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. You know how it goes. Corn?
Oh,
cornmeal.
No, I want to talk about in the post show.
What? Cornmeal?
There's something off to the side that.
Yeah,
the secret
has to do with cornmeal.
You said it, bro. Spoilers, dude.
Hey, that's a teaser.
Teaser.
Yeah,
cornmeal.
Exactly. Teaser cornmeal. Netflix Geek Week is coming up. It's coming up in a few days, 4 or 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's gonna be at that. They usually do some nerdy stuff when it comes to video game content, video game adaptations and whatnot, because it's tied in with Summer Games Fest and stuff. So that's coming up June 10th, 11th. No, June 10th. Yeah, because June 9th is Summer Games Fest. June 10th is Geek Week. June 11th is the Tribeca, and June 12th is Xbox. So it's June 10th. June 10th, Netflix Geek Week gets started. Usually it's 2 weeks long, right? 1 week, 2 week, something like that. We don't like Netflix anymore. So.
Until we talk about Stranger Things.
Yeah, Mike likes that. But fuck Netflix, though.
I mean, yeah. I watched a video
essay
about Netflix. And They're just not good at what they do.
They suck.
Yeah, they really suck. They're just not good for their I don't know. They spend too much time trying to please their shareholders, I guess.
Yeah, it's classic.
The whole time are just ruining everything.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
You know, it's because people don't understand.
Who doesn't understand?
Execs.
You think Netflix understands and is like, we have to do this anyways?
Nah. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
They were making decisions lately that make no sense to me.
Because when I was watching the documentary, like watching how they came to fame,
the password lockdown.
It's like these guys knew they were so ahead of the time.
Oh, dude, ahead of the game.
Like just not even like they were just like, we can do this. We can do this well.
They're gonna be first.
They tried to bring it to Blockbuster and were like, hey, we have this idea.
Yeah.
We think we can you
they
guys.
Didn't buy.
And Blockbuster was like, no, you're stupid.
See, this
and
what
then
happened.
It was perfect.
They're the first in. They're gonna be the first out.
No, that's somebody else. CNN Plus.
CNN Plus. Okay,
takes that.
Fair enough.
There's probably been some other ones too.
I guess you're right. Yeah, there's some other stuff that sucks this week. Morbius came back.
I don't think this sucks.
It's
it made
funny.
$82 billion more.
No. What?
That's what I heard on TikTok.
They made $85,000 on their reopening, which
That's
is
a lot of money.
So bad. The average is $82 per American theater.
And when you think about like ticket prices these days, that probably averages out to 8 tickets per theater over the weekend.
Honestly, with inflation, I think a little less.
Maybe. Could be 7, you know?
I'm thinking 7 tickets per theater.
7 people walked into the theater the whole weekend to see Morbius.
Yeah. So bad.
That's crazy.
It's because of the Morbin time, you know?
It's Morbin time too. The sequel's coming.
See, what happens is people go on the internet and they cause these random ass kerfluffles of things, and then Sony execs see that it's just trending, and they're like, fuck, we got to redrop
that. The people love Morbius.
What happened was, I think the people got one over on Sony.
Yeah, oh, dude. The joke is that we love Morbius.
But it's a joke.
As a community. Like, Morbius is great. It's fantastic.
But it's ironic. It's
completely ironic.
Exactly.
I don't think there's
Morbius.
Like maybe sometimes
it's Morbin time.
In events like this, there's people that actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't think that exists.
No, I don't think so.
That demographic is not here.
Doesn't exist.
It's just
so
bad.
funny, dude. It's so funny, and they redropped it and it flopped.
Did you ever watch the Eddie video?
Eddie Burback. No, I watched
Morbius
5 days in a row. Yeah.
It's
Morbius,
so good.
First movie to flop twice, man.
Is it?
Probably. If you flop, are you reopening your movie? No, that doesn't happen before like 5 years ago.
It's so funny, dude.
What a bad movie.
I want to watch it. Do I?
Will they make it 2? That was the big thing where Chance was like, I hate this meme because they're gonna make a fucking second movie. But then now I
maybe they're like catching up. They're like, okay.
Okay, maybe not. Not a second movie.
I don't know. Bro, they're making an El Muerto. El Muerte?
El Muerte? The fuck is that? Oh, yeah.
Sony movie?
Yeah.
They'll make anything, dude.
They will.
And just slap Spider-Man family on it.
Yeah, 100%.
It's stupid.
Anyway, there was an opposite side of the coin. Top Gun Maverick dropped this week.
Dude.
What, last week?
You want to just talk about Top Gun now?
Yeah, I will. But it outpaced Doctor Strange and Batman in its 2 weeks with $295 million domestic.
When we say outpaced, do we mean like...
In 2 weeks, Doctor Strange made less money than Top Gun Maverick did.
So not that weekend specifically, just both of their opening weekends.
Both of their... If you take the start... Not the opening weekends, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I implied multiple weekends.
Yeah, if you take their 2 weeks, how long from release date to 2 weeks, how much money each of those made, Top Gun Maverick's outpacing them.
That's insane.
Top Gun Maverick will fall off. It won't make as much as like Doctor Strange or the Batman. It just won't happen. But that is kind of nuts.
This movie.
It's fucking good. It's Tom Cruise's highest grossing domestic film.
And it's crazy to me because I feel like it wasn't this marketing miracle. It wasn't like, everybody's really...
Everybody just went and watched it, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like full word of mouth.
I think it was everybody's dad was like,
let's go watch it.
You want to see Top Gun this weekend? Because I feel like dads haven't had a movie in a while.
Yeah, that's
true.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
Like, if you got Marvel dads, right? They get to see Marvel movies. Sure. But there hasn't been a dad film in a minute.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick is a dad film.
And it's a great dad film.
No, it's good, dude. I went and watched it. My dad watched it twice. The second time we went and watched it in 4D.
Yeah.
And he loved it. He was like, it was awesome.
We saw it about the same time. And it's one of those things where, like, I couldn't see Doctor Strange opening day.
Yeah.
But somehow made it out for Top Gun.
Yeah.
Couldn't be happier.
No, Top Gun was good. Like, I finished the movie, and this is how I felt about it. I was like, that movie was really good, like a 9 out of 10, and I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Like, I don't.
It's more like I can pinpoint why it's not bad.
Yeah.
Like they do
I also think this movie becomes much better if you rewatch the first one before watching the second one.
Yeah, I think you have to.
And it doesn't take up much of your time.
Like I watched Top Gun like a couple times when I was younger.
Me too.
We watched it recently, but I didn't have like a nostalgic attachment.
Me neither.
But I did when I started watching the second one.
Yeah, but I had that. Yeah, because there's like a lot of, oh, this is just a nod. This is just a nod, and it's full fan servicey and very tropey.
Yeah.
And extremely predictable. But so good.
It's so good.
Like, it's so good.
Star performance, honestly.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise did great. Miles Teller did phenomenal.
Love Miles Teller. Val Kilmer was there. They even had him in the movie, which is kind of crazy considering he can't act anymore.
Yeah.
With his throat stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was good. I didn't realize that at first. I was like, this is kind of like I maybe they're doing this like to like I thought it was for the character
because he actually had throat cancer.
Yeah. And once I found that out, I was like, okay, this is a lot cooler.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's very cool and very emotional.
Yeah.
Dude, it was just great.
It was weird. I thought the one thing that was weird is they didn't bring back. Well, I don't want to spoil. Anyway, there was one thing that was weird. I guess.
I think I know what you're talking about. I mean, dude,
we'll talk about it later.
Jordan
still hasn't seen it.
Top Gun spoilers. Okay, bro, go watch it.
It is good. It's very much worth watching. In theaters.
Is, dude. I loved it.
It's loud. It's fun.
Almost cried.
It's a fun time.
It's an almost cry movie.
Shirt off sports. You know how it goes.
It's sexy.
Yeah. Somehow Tom Cruise looking good.
Everybody's sexy in this movie.
Yeah, Tom Cruise looking good as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Teller looking nice.
Everybody in this movie.
Exactly.
There's not an ugly person.
No, not at all.
What a
let's
movie.
see. What else do I got on some of the news this week? Oh, Deadpool's still going to be rated R, so everybody can calm down. That happened today. They came out and they're like, Deadpool's still rated R. Don't worry about it.
Don't we get this check-in every 3 months?
Well, no.
I feel like I've heard this.
But it was people were worried because it's MCU now. It's like fully the next one's fully MCU now, so they were worried they're going to PG-13 it because they don't do rated R in the MCU.
Yeah.
But no, it's fully MCU, and Kevin Feige.
I think they'll do the same thing they did before. Because they made a PG-13 cut of it eventually. Of Deadpool like 2 and 1 maybe.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, they did like a Christmas special version, and it's just Deadpool telling the story to like some kid.
That's weird.
And it's like chopped up and edited to where it's PG-13 now. So they'll probably just do the same thing eventually.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's kind of funny.
I mean, it's like the perfect way to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like they have to for like, if you're a diehard MCU 14-year-old, that's gonna suck. You can't go see an MCU movie without your mother.
Yeah, I guess that's cool.
Like, I mean, legally,
Yeah.
You can make your way in there, but
yeah, sure. And then the other thing this week, there's like a lot of Star Wars.
Star Wars.
There's so much Star Wars.
There's a lot of Star Wars.
There's
stuff
too much Star Wars, bro. And I wanted to round it up for you, but it would have took me an hour. And there's like 20 shows, Jordan, 13 movies.
Have you read through all the Star Wars?
85 comic books, 18 books.
You keeping up? What is there to be? What to be excited about? You just tell me.
There's like Rebels 2.
Obi-Wan's out. It's dropped. Is it Heat? All right, 1 episode so far. He's seen Heat. If you're a big Star Wars fan, keeps Obi-Wan's field. Very nice.
They have another show called Tales of the Jedi coming out.
Tales of the Jedi's coming out?
Well, they already had that. This is season 2.
Oh, season 2.
Basically, like, it's more style animation.
More Clone Wars style animation.
They basically come out and say that every episode will feature someone's favorite Jedi.
Well, every episode will feature someone's favorite Jedi, which is, that's pretty cool.
Something with Ahsoka show. Fucking something that leads into Rogue One or something.
There's a lot.
There is a show that leads
new game.
Will be kind of far out, but it's still there. There is a game.
Yep. Fall-eyed Jedi something or other. Should not really show new cool Star Wars people. Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars is eating, and they're fucking puking. They're puking. They're eating too much. There's too much Star Wars.
I don't know, man. I was telling you earlier, this is probably how everybody who's not a Marvel fan feels about Marvel people.
I don't know.
Watching us eat constantly.
I feel like when there's like a plethora of Marvel news, it's like all in like 3 hours, like when they do their little Marvel event. It felt like the Star Wars news was like 18 new shows dropping news for like 4 days in a row.
Yeah.
Where I was like constantly like, how am I copy and pasting another Star Wars news article in the fucking Discord right now? Like, how is this still going? And I said too much Star Wars every single time.
Maybe one day I'll go rewatch the Marvel stuff. Because I haven't watched anything since Mandalorian Season 1.
You mean the Star Wars stuff? You said Marvel.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Star Wars stuff.
Not doing that.
I don't know, dude. Just skip all the movies.
Let's just go watch Rogue One only.
I'm down with that.
We'll just view Rogue One.
Maybe I'm the hater.
I love Rogue One. It's a good movie.
Who knows?
Are you a hater?
I don't know. Oh,
Huh.
Percy Jackson started recording or filming.
That's tight.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
They had pictures from the set, not of the set, but like the chairs, you know, the classic. Rick Riordan is there.
Riordan.
He's on set. That's dope. They had some
I'm
more
psyched.
casting announcements.
What you got to do is not suck like those movies did.
There's a little fly.
They sucked.
They were not
The movie
great.
sucked.
They were good for.
Look, this show's gonna slap. Also, dude, I forgot about this. The Spiderwick shit that's coming. The show that's coming.
Disney Plus as well?
That's Disney Plus, bro. I cannot wait for that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but the Spiderwick show, I believe, is on Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure
Why
that
are you
was
saying no way?
Disney Day.
Because it's Nickelodeon. You know what we're getting
What
on
was the
Paramount
show?
Plus? iCarly.
Yeah,
And that's it.
The Spiderwick Chronicles series adaptation coming to Disney Plus.
Yeah, bro. Money.
It's Disney, dude. What do you mean? They can get whatever they want.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that was
Nickelodeon's-
Disney Plus Day that they did all that.
They're not necessarily holding it down on the streaming. So
They got. It's because
Listen, money.
You have cash.
hails from Paramount, but Disney
Maybe
has
Nickelodeon
money.
didn't own it.
It's probably just whoever bought the rights.
Yeah, maybe the author was like, "Here, you guys can do it."
Disney knows to cash in the middle-aged 20s, young 20-year-olds nostalgia.
Yeah,
They're doing it
No,
with
it's kinda
Percy
bang
Jackson.
hard.
They're doing it with Spiderwick. They know where the money's at.
they do. Okay, that's it for the news this week. We do have one singular trailer. I have it pulled up.
Mind blown
for the
from
new Disney
Jordan.
movie that comes out this Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I saw you posted this trailer. Is this Disney animation?
Yes, sir.
So it'll go on the ranking.
They are reverting back to what people are saying is they're reverting back to old school animation.
What does that mean?
It means the characters no longer look like the Frozen style. They're kind of back to like the 2012 style.
Not everybody's high res.
Yeah.
You can see the peach fuzz.
Yeah, it's not meant to look all realistic.
Gotcha.
Let's watch that bad boy. Bring us up.
Jordan is pulling it up. He said, "Don't tell me what to do."
This is Walt Disney Animation's Strange World. Mike won't be able to hear it, but it's really cool. It's a lot of like.
We're in like black and white right now.
Welcome to the next major motion picture event. Like it's meant to be.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Disney
Watch
Animation
this.
Studios proudly presents Strange World, a new motion picture event. Brace yourself! Travel past space and time to a place of
See how the characters look.
infinite mystery.
You'll get a better look in a
unlike
second.
anything you've ever seen.
Where in the world are we? What in the...
See.
Yeah.
We are in way over our heads.
I don't know. People said revert to old. I didn't feel like it didn't feel like a revert to old, but it did feel like a not, looking like the new stuff.
Yeah.
It does feel new, but I mean, we watch all the Disney movies, and I don't think
You
I
wanna back
could
out?
pinpoint what
This is the
exactly
time
they're
to do
trying
it.
to say.
Really?
Maybe they just mean more
Messing
cartoony.
with you.
I don't
Come
know.
on, let's make history.
But I was seeing it all over Twitter today.
Yeah, I don't really know what I mean, a little more caricature-y.
Yeah,
Bigger nose, bigger ears, bigger eyes.
yeah. It's No Man's Sky Disney movie. I'm super in.
I don't know what the plot is. I couldn't tell from here. They're all dead.
They're
Paw
like,
Patrol.
They're in space and they're on this place that they don't understand, and that why the mics are geeking. Is it just because there it goes? Cool. Make sure that shit's not auto playing. Okay, cool. Like that one time. That shit was so funny. No, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, the guy's like a farmer, and he doesn't want to. He's like, I'm just a farmer. I can't do this, and they're all like, you got this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's pretty much.
Is he like
it.
an Earth farmer or a space farmer?
It's not told.
Hmm.
I assume space farmer because it looked like everybody's just been traveling in space.
Okay.
But who knows? We'll get
I'm
another trailer.
intrigued.
That was just a teaser, technically, not really a trailer, like a full
Yeah.
trailer. So
Does that just what's it called? Shadow dropped?
Yeah,
There wasn't an event.
No, nothing.
Cool.
Drops Thanksgiving.
Cool.
So that's
Thanksgiving.
exciting. Anyway, now it's time to talk about the things we've been watching. All right, here I'm going in.
Buckle in, bro.
I've watched a lot because I've been in the hospital and then I was at home chilling and I didn't have a lot to
I'm gonna take a nap.
go on. There's a few of these that I'm just gonna zoom through. Rewatched Band of Brothers.
That's a great show.
So good.
HBO?
If you haven't watched Band of Brothers and you're into any sort of war movies or
You
anything,
don't have to be in a war.
you really don't. Band of Brothers is one of the
girl don't know about
best
Band of
television shows of all time. Just period. It's I think the highest ranked television show on IMDb of all time. It's good as shit. It has a sequel that we're gonna watch pretty soon that I didn't know about until recently called The Pacific. But yeah, dude, it's just a 10-episode, hour-long episode war show, and it is so good and so intense and so like emotional, and it's great.
Easy company.
I love it, dude. I love all the little interviews because it's based on a true story. You get interviews with the real life people. You get true stories, all these events that actually happen. You get just so much cool stuff.
Yeah, it's really
and I
good.
fucking love it, man. And then at the end of each episode, they give you like statistics and other extra information about the event that they're telling you about, whether that's the Battle of the Bulge or D-Day, you know, the invasion of Normandy and stuff like that. Like all the cool. It's not cool, but all the big events that happened in the war. Worth watching.
Yeah.
Watching it a second time, I was like, this still slaps. Adriana watched it for the first time, loved it. It's great. Started to rewatch Chernobyl because I figured, we're watching one of the best television shows of all time on HBO. Let's watch one of the other best television shows of all time on HBO. I'm just trying to get Adriana to watch it. We watched the first episode. Haven't watched more than that. Still slapping. It's still good.
It's good.
Like, it wasn't, that first episode isn't as like tense when you know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
But still watching it that first time, like was amazing when we watched it back in the day. And even by the end of it, it just slapped so hard. Rewatched Avatar because Waves of the Blue Water or whatever the fuck is coming out. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I remembered it. Thought it was fine. I finished it and I was like, you know what? That's fine. That's a 7. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I don't really have anything good to say about it, though. I know there's 5 fucking Avatar movies coming.
Does it make you any more excited for the sequel?
I'm only excited for the sequel because I'm excited to see this dude waited 10 years just to make water CGI, and I want to see if it's actually nuts. And so that's why I care about the sequel.
Gotcha.
I want to go into IMAX and see, is this water CGI something to write home about? Was it worth this dude waiting 12 years to finish the second movie?
Yeah, let the science
because
catch up.
that's exactly what he did. Was like he did this back in the day. My dad was telling me, you know what? I'm looking it up. My dad was telling me about this movie. He was like, because I told him, James Cameron didn't want to make the second movie because he was trying to work on underwater CGI.
Yeah.
And he wanted it to be perfect. So my dad was like, go back and watch this movie called The Abyss from the 80s it was like almost all underwater and had really advanced ahead of its time water CGI. And then my dad was like, I wonder who directed that. And it's James Cameron. And James Cameron
Dude's
did it.
got a thing for water.
He did it back in the 80s. So I guess he's coming back here.
Dude made Titanic.
Yeah.
Dude made The Abyss.
So
Avatar.
Yeah.
He's got a thing.
Yeah,
He's got a thing
so
for
water CGI. We'll see how nuts it looks in this movie. That's the only thing I'm really excited about. The story, it's set years after the first one. It's set like a decade later, so I'm sure it's going to have nothing to do with it.
No,
So,
I agree. I'm mostly excited to see it from like
the effects.
the technological standpoint.
Yeah, me as well. Back on the war train, I watched Fury. You know Fury?
Is that the tank one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. Not good when you got to watch that shit on the hospital television because I was trying to convince Adriana to pull it up on her laptop, but I would have to pay $2 to rent it. And she didn't want to do that. And so we just ended up watching it on the TV. So many commercials.
Was it the thing where you watched the back half first and then you had to wait for them to replay the movie and so you could watch the first half? Or did you catch it at the beginning?
No, we caught it at the beginning.
Okay,
we were only maybe like 3 minutes late to the movie starting.
Okay.
So it was perfectly fine.
You say that like you're rolling up to the theater, dude.
Yeah.
You're just in the bed.
Yes, I was just laying in the bed.
Hey, we're missing it.
Yeah, we're missing it. But there's just so many commercials, and they always place them at the most emotional cliffhanger moments. And certain times you'd be like, damn, this is an emotional moment. Olive Garden.
Yeah,
when you're here.
Like, somebody's holding somebody on the edge of a cliff. Like, don't let go, bro. Don't let go. And then like they start to fall, and then all of a sudden, when you're here, you're family.
Yeah, it was all about death insurance, which was
60%
freaking
off
me
at
out.
JCPenney.
Yeah, it was all about getting insurance to pay for your funeral and shit. And I was like, man, this is so sitting me out, dude. And the hospital TV, that's so messed up. So messed up.
Damn,
but anyway.
What an experience.
So watch Fury. That movie's so good, dude. Like, it really is. Brad Pitt pulls out all the stops for that. It's great. Who else is? At least we got Devan. He does really good. Who's the other guy? I can't remember.
Michael Pena.
Yeah, Michael Pena. And then there was the kid from Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yep. I don't know his name.
I don't know his name at all, but he's in there. It's a really good movie. It's another war one, and they're in the tank. World War II, I think. Lovely. Well, it's not lovely. It's horrible, but it's great.
Good movie.
Very, very good movie. I watched, of course, Top Gun Maverick. We already talked about that. I watched Big Fish, one of my favorite childhood movies. Big Fish has one of your boy Obi-Wan.
Ewan
McGregor. He's in there. This is one of his early movies. I love Big Fish, dude. It's such a good feel-good movie. It's this dude, his dad is dying, and his dad's just telling him the story of his life, but it's all crazy and weird.
Yeah.
It's great, dude. You should really watch it. It's on Netflix. It's weird in the search, though. When you try to search it, it's kind of hard to find, even if you just type Big Fish. You got to, go deep. It's kind of weird.
Big Fish.
But I do love that movie a lot. It still hits today. I watched Lion. You ever seen Lion?
No.
Honestly,
what's a Lion?
We should just watch it after this. Lion is this movie, true story. Got Dev Patel.
Mm-hmm. Your guy.
My boy, Dev Patel. Love Dev Patel, and it's about a kid in India who gets lost and stuck on a train, and then ends up hundreds and hundreds of miles of where he's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is trying to find his way home. And it is so good. He ends up, it's a true story. Early in the movie, he ends up getting adopted by some people, and it's this whole thing. And it's just him trying to figure out, because he doesn't remember. He was so young, he doesn't remember the name of the town.
Yeah.
And he doesn't remember how to get there, and he doesn't know where it is. And it's his journey of trying to find his real mom.
Does he just follow the train and go everywhere the train went?
He I don't want to spoil it because I want you to watch it, actually.
It's just a genuine question because that seems like what the plot should be.
It's not because there's so many trains in India. There's so many, and he was young and he fell asleep on the train.
Because that's a movie idea.
Yeah.
Where it's just he's got to go through every stop the train meant, talk to all the local people.
Well, the train didn't stop for a long time because it was a decommissioned train, and he fell asleep on it as a kid. So when he woke up, he had no idea where the fuck he was, and he just got off on the first place that he could get off, and then ended up it was really, really fucking far from where he was supposed to be. It's a really good movie. I highly recommend it. I watched Ex Machina.
It's a good one.
With your boy Domhnall Gleeson and fucking Oscar Isaac. That movie is so good. That movie is so good, dude. Everybody should watch that movie. I love that movie. It's not on any streaming services. You'd have to rent it. But it begs some very interesting questions. Makes you think about the future and what exactly being human means. Mm-hmm. And what exactly...
Where's the line?
Where's the line at? And where do rights begin and end?
That stuff hurts to think about.
Yeah.
It's taxing. Mentally.
Yeah, it is very taxing. This movie's really good. I think about that type of stuff a lot. Of where...
somebody brought up the question in the Discord today, when does something become a robot?
Yeah.
And I sat there thinking there for a while, and I was like, I gotta stop.
Yeah. That was Chance said that. And then after it, I told him I read it as when does a human become a robot, which was a very different question. It's at which point do they become a robot? I don't know. If you're cyborging them up.
Yeah. It's very different.
But yeah, there will be, maybe not in our lifetimes, but there will be a time where there will have to be the discussion of at what point do rights end
we say
begin.
that stuff won't be in our lifetime. I think it will.
It might
because, dude, we went to Outer Banks
Beach
for our vacation.
Yeah.
Outer Banks is where the Wright brothers did their thing.
Yeah.
The boys who made planes, right?
Yeah, of course.
The jump, I want you to think about this. We couldn't fly in 1900.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the moon in 65.
Yeah.
What the hell, dude?
Yeah, I guess
that
you're
was
right.
a 65-year technological development.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, they call it the law of accelerated returns.
It is crazy. These guys. Yeah, what's up?
Just because I'm talking about the Wright brothers.
You got it.
I read a thing that was talking about how somebody said that whatever year that was, people will not be flying in planes for 100 years. They
thought it was 1,000
days
years.
later.
Me and Kylie watched a video about it. They were like, yeah, humans won't fly for another 1,000 years.
No, they always have. Dude, that happens every time. Everyone's always skeptical, and then all of a sudden shit is just going down.
And it was crazy. The guys were just somebody else had previously tried to fly, and they were they gave up because they were like, yeah, this is just impossible right now. And like 5 years later, the Wright brothers are like, let me see his documents.
Yeah.
They were in the Smithsonian. They were like, let me see his documents. I'm not going to be the one to solve it.
Yeah.
But I want to be the one that like the next stepping stone. So whoever does solve it can look at my stuff.
Yeah.
And then they solved it a couple years later, bro.
Yeah. So nuts.
Blows my mind.
Wright brothers were
So that makes me think anything
Change
could
the
happen
world?
in my lifetime.
change the world. Yeah,
Yeah.
it might happen in our lifetime. But yeah, I'm on the side of the robots.
What do you mean
Of
the
the
side
of
of the
the
robots?
AI. If the question is, do AI like if an AI that's an intelligent as man, do they have rights and are they human? I'm on yes.
You're a bootlicker.
That's not a bootlicker. That's fucking safe.
The AI bootlicker.
That's playing it safe.
Yeah, that's what you call me in bootlicker. Come on,
No,
bro.
you're discriminating
Challenge.
against
No, I'm kidding.
a being.
I'd
You know
probably
what I
be
mean?
on the side of the AI.
One, I want to be on the side of the AI because getting discriminated against sucks. And if they have the intelligence on the level of humans,
Yeah.
look, my argument is, if they're programmed to feel the emotions that they feel, that is no different than us. Because when you get down to the microscopic level,
DNA is just a program.
that is the same shit.
It's a programming
We're
script.
just biologically programmed, and they're technologically programmed. And
Yeah.
so, in my mind, if there's one that's equal to man, but built out of mechanical parts and wires, but they are equal to man, then they are
There's
equal
so
to
many
man.
interesting conversations to be had too.
Yeah,
Can an AI come to Christ?
I mean, if they're equal to man in that sense, then I would say yeah.
But do they come to Christ in the sense of like Christ is their Christ? Or is it whoever made the AI is their Christ?
Well, then that's just a new religion.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like when AI, there's so many deep questions there. I'm not
Yeah.
ready for that.
yeah.
I don't want to
I'm
be
ready.
here when it happens.
I'm ready.
Nah, politics is gonna get stupid. There's
Yeah.
gonna be wars.
Things are gonna
I don't
get
want
nuts.
it.
I guess you're right. Anyway, moving on from Ex Machina. I also watched on the complete other side of the coin, The Social Network, which is such a good movie, bro.
A Facebook movie.
So good. Andrew Garfield in that, so good. Justin Timberlake, great. I can't even remember the other guy's name.
Dude.
He's like Michael. I always think
It's
of
not
him
Michael
with.
Cera.
I know, but I always think of him with Michael
Oh
Cera.
God, what's his name?
The guy from Now You See Me, Jordan. Come on, main character. Come on, what's the name? Jesse Eisenberg.
There we go.
Thank you, sir.
Jesus
Jesse Eisenberg.
Christ.
Yeah, dude, that movie's phenomenal.
I unrationally hate that guy.
What? What? No, he's a great actor.
I hate him.
Why?
Not for any reason.
You just hate him?
I just can't like him.
I love all of his movies, man. Dude, he's
He
such
makes
a.
good movies.
I think he's a great actor.
Can we say it? Have we all seen Now You See Me Too?
No,
Yeah, I kind of do.
I haven't.
Nah, it's not nearly as good as
Have
the
not
first one.
seen it.
First one's
Didn't
great.
watch
Second
it.
one's doo-doo.
Jordan loves it, but I'd never seen it.
Nah, bro. Second one's
Anyway,
doo-doo.
yeah. It
My
made me want to
brother's
watch
great.
more Andrew Garfield movies, though. Social Network,
Yeah.
because Andrew Garfield in that is great.
Kind of want to see
He's so
Hacksaw
good.
Ridge. It's not as good.
And then
Nah.
the last one, the last movie I watched was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. You also watched that?
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was pretty good. Dude,
different.
It feels weird that I'm a month in talking about this. I think I talked about it with Jordan when we did that episode while you were sick.
I think that was before,
Was it?
because I wasn't sick.
You were
I
on
was on
vacation.
vacation. I got sick that
but
Thursday.
no, we had still.
I'd
I'd still seen it
How would you seen it?
because you. Okay.
I was on vacation. Then the movie came out the Thursday after I got back, which would have been after the app.
You know you're right.
Yeah, and I got sick, and then was messed up, but still managed to slide in that movie before
I swore I talked about
Before
it.
I was
Maybe I had.
messed up.
You know.
But yeah, no, we haven't talked about it on the show at all.
I liked it.
It's very different. It's Super Sam Raimi. It's a horror movie.
I wouldn't be upset with anybody who didn't like it.
Yeah, me neither.
I think it's one of those movies like it's okay to not like it.
Yeah,
like,
but I enjoyed it though.
We were at the dinner
cool.
table, and my grandma was like, "I haven't seen that new Doctor Strange movie yet," and I'm like, "You're probably not gonna like it."
Yeah.
Like if you just enjoy Marvel movies for like base level hero movie, you get some of that in this, but it's like way different. It's not a normal.
It's super
Marvel
in the
movie.
weeds.
Raimi does what he wants.
He does. Does some cool stuff though, man.
There's some really cool things in this movie. A lot of things that people hate, I ended up loving. There's
me
a
too.
cool fight scene.
Several.
The one with the music.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
I thought that was super cool. And then like I went online and people were like hating on it. I'm like, okay,
I like
this
it.
is divisive.
It's
Clearly the opinions are gonna be heated on this one. But I
Yeah,
thought it was cool. The implications, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
the grand scale of MCU when
Of
it
what's
comes
going
to
on.
time, space, reality, dimensions. I don't
Yeah.
care anymore,
I'm
dude.
just excited for Thor.
Yeah, just give me funny and cool.
Give me funny.
There,
I think I'll care when we get
clip.
something big, because it still feels like, even though there's all this stuff going on, it doesn't feel like we're falling towards something. Whereas like the previous MCU through Phase 4 always felt like we were going towards a specific thing. And
Well,
right
the
now,
first two were definitely like, I don't know, maybe it was just Loki that was like towards
multiverse. But yeah, we're multiverse, but nothing's gone. Nothing. Thanos. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not a guy.
Well, and I feel like the consequences aren't like explicitly explained.
Yeah.
Like everything, like when we get to Doctor Strange, it doesn't feel like we're at this point because of what happened in Loki. It doesn't feel like those are the reason why.
It doesn't. If we follow the same path as like Phase 1, here in the next few movies, there should be a random one-off end credit scene that points towards the big bad that's going to be in 5 years.
Yeah.
Because it was towards the very end of Phase 1 that we got the first Thanos scene.
Yeah.
The fine, I'll do it myself or whatever. No, that came later.
In Guardians.
That came later. It was it was early on where you get like
Avengers was the first one where he's in the chair. I think Guardians is I'll do it myself.
No. It's the end of Captain America. Because you see Thanos asking about Red Skull and if he got the thing, and it was like, oh, he failed or whatever, and he's like sitting in the chair and he's like looking out in space, and it's the really bad CGI.
Avengers isn't the fine, I'll do it myself.
No, I'm not saying Avengers movie. I just mean one of those movies.
No. I'm saying Captain America might have been the first one.
It was just one of those movies that it was later in the phase. We got the ending scene that pointed towards the villain that's coming in the future.
Yeah.
So if we're following that same logic, we should get that soon, because we haven't got that.
Just type in Captain America post-credit scene.
Okay.
Are we sure that was it?
Well, actually,
It was probably some
I'll just type
Bucky
in-
stuff, bro.
Here we go. First Thanos appearance movie. Okay, it was Guardians, which was
that before Avengers? No, it wasn't.
wasn't it? Marvel.
Maybe that's the first time we got Josh Brolin's.
No.
I thought he was at the end of Avengers.
Wait a minute. When was Thanos' first? No, not in the comics, you piece.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Here, 5 times when Marvel teased things before the end of Avengers.
Yeah, okay. That's when you get him on the rock.
Because he talks about Loki.
Yeah, Loki messed up.
Yeah, okay, that's
and
what
then
it was.
then Ronan messes up with the Power Stone.
And that was 2012. So that was the very end of Phase 1.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe at the end of this phase, which ends with what? Because all these movies coming out, have they determined that this is all Phase 5, or have they determined that like we're just in Phase 1?
Dude, I don't know.
Okay.
I need a class for this at this point.
Yeah, me too. But you get what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
I think we should see if that's what they're working. If there's gonna be
You think
that,
it's gonna be at the end of Thor? I don't think so.
I don't think so. But I think we'll get that at some point where it's like, okay, here's the end credit scene to point towards fucking Galactus or something. You know what I mean?
I don't know, dude.
I need it. Like that's what I need.
Yeah, you need something to build up. And because they gave it to you at the beginning where you're like, oh, we're leading up to multiversal stuff. And then they were like, okay.
Now we're in it.
We're in it, but it's still like
not,
small scale.
Yeah, we're not doing
the consequences are
minuscule.
Met and resolved in the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
we're opening and closing the shop.
But yeah, it is a good Marvel movie.
Anyway, and you've watched some stuff.
Couple things. I've watched the first 3 episodes of The Boys. Dude, that show every time.
I read a spoiler for the beginning of The Boys season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, don't watch that one with your parents, man.
We've already had. Can I spoil something from like season 2?
Sure, man.
They've already had a guy with a penis extender.
Yeah.
Who could and he was like choking somebody out with his.
That was his power.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we've been here, dude. Like.
Yeah. It's just
so that
it was just
what happened in the first episode
of
this season is just like, yeah, this is about par for the course.
It was wilding.
It's crazy though, but there's some. There's a lot of shock value like that. I feel like that's what the show is known for.
Yeah.
But the enemy is so good. The show itself is so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very well written.
People
the characters
love it.
are great.
That's like a 97.
I think everybody should watch it if you're. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, if you're gonna get away with some of that stuff. See, without streaming, you don't get The Boys.
Oh
That
no,
shit would not fly on
not at all.
television.
And the thing is, that stuff, that crazy shock value stuff, like in this world, makes sense.
Works. Yeah.
Because if you had a world running around with soups everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all just assholes like normal humans usually are, yeah, that stuff would happen all the time.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And then, did you watch all
let me get a sip. Well, all what?
part 1?
What?
Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I watched the first 7 episodes of Stranger Things. I guess the last 2 episodes are coming in July.
July 1st.
Weird, but I know why.
Money, bro.
Yeah, I know why. It's so you get 2 months of subscriptions. Pisses me off. It's just weird that it's 2 episodes. Maybe they felt like.
The last episode's supposed to be almost 3 hours long.
Yeah, I know. I'm so ready for it though, dude. This season's been hidden.
I'm waiting
It's
for
been
my
hitting
fiance
real
to
good.
catch up. She is finishing season 2 as we speak, or starting season 3.
The enemy so far is great.
Mm-hmm.
It's been the characters. Some of them kind of take a little backseat,
Yeah.
but some of the characters have like really stood out this season, and it's like really good.
Nice.
I just think it's one of the better seasons.
I'm excited to start it.
I think you get over the Hopper not being dead thing pretty quick.
Yeah.
So at least there's that.
Sure.
But I think I've started to agree. Somebody needs to die. And I guess
That-
the show's getting the 5th season,
Yeah.
so I think somebody will. They have to.
Sure. Maybe at the end. Yeah, it's just gonna
Don't
be
kill
L.
11, bro.
It's gonna be L in the season finale of season 5.
Why?
That's just gonna happen.
Who's
bro.
who's gonna save the day in season 5
She's gonna save the day and die at the very end of the finale, bro. That's what's gonna happen.
of season 5?
Yeah. She's
No, who's gonna die at the end of season 4? That's what I need.
nobody. It's always a no-name character, bro. It's always Bob, Billy. Not Billy was a little more.
Billy
important.
was pretty big.
But it's always
Is
somebody
Bob-
that doesn't
dude,
fucking
it's
matter.
all the B's. Barb, Bob, Billy.
Yeah.
Who's the next B? Oh,
Yeah, Millie Bobby.
11, Mike, Dustin, Max, Nancy.
Don't name new characters, bro. Ain't seen that shit yet.
There's not really new characters. Oh, there definitely is new characters, and they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm excited to start it.
yeah, it's good. And then, what else?
That's
Top
all.
Gun. And then, not really film or anything, but Bo Burnham released
Oh, the
an
outtakes.
outtakes
Forgot about that.
video of the special inside, which
It's worth watching, man.
we oohed and awed about it months back when it first came out. It's a great special, and if you like the special, you should go watch the outtakes. It's on YouTube.
It's worth it watching.
It's so funny.
It's
There's
good. There's new
some
songs.
heats.
There's new content, and then of course showing you context on content you've already seen.
I think that was some of my favorite part was when
Yeah.
you get to it's like I think it was Welcome to the Internet.
Yeah.
It shows you like how many shots he goes through for everything.
And how frustrated he fucking got.
Yeah,
Like-
I can't imagine dude doing like the same thing 30
Yeah.
times in a row
He just shows all the different takes, and it's like, damn, dude.
just to get a slightly different.
Because when we get to like
inflection.
like if we had to do a take 3 of the pod, like we're
We're
in maybe skip this week territory.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, when it goes down the first time, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
we can do it. Let's try it again. It happens a second time. You're like, all right, dude, I'm questioning my
Yeah.
existence. I don't want to do this
I
again.
want to do this again. Yeah.
Trying to do that stuff that many times in a row.
Couldn't imagine.
Oh, dude.
Could not imagine. But it's cool. Worth watching.
Yeah, I recommend
And
it.
that's it for the stuff we've watched. Stuff coming soon. Miss Marvel drops tomorrow. Well, 2 days from now for us, but tomorrow for you guys. Excited to start that.
Yeah.
I think Adria will be into this one because it's all like coming of age stuff. And she
Yeah,
wasn't
I'm
into Moon
excited.
Knight somehow. Fucking Oscar Isaac killing it. I don't know.
Dude, that shit was good.
It was good. And then Jurassic World drops on Friday.
Yeah, interesting.
Dominion or whatever the fuck.
They
Something like
just
that.
why do they always got to go bigger? It's got Jeff Goldblum in it.
Yeah.
Like Goldie Boy.
I don't think I care.
You don't like Jeff Goldblum?
No, I'm about Jurassic Park
Oh.
World.
Yeah.
Planet. You know how it goes.
I don't know, dude. You gotta pull me in with something that's not just big dinosaur.
Yeah, true.
Like, what are the stakes at this
And
point? I
Chris
don't
Pratt.
know.
Yeah.
The dinosaurs are loose. Isn't that
Garfield.
always the case?
Yeah.
But I'll watch Fast 10. I don't know, dude. It's
Yeah.
just some things.
True. And that's it for the podcast this week.
That's it.
Thank you guys. Once again, Harry Potter, Secrets of Dumbledore. We'll be watching that this week, and we'll be ranking it in.
Fantastic Beasts. Secret of Dumbledore.
Yeah, whatever the fuck.
Get your branding right. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
well, that branding might be ixnay because I don't know if that movie did good enough. They might have canceled the 4th and the 5th film. They've been talking about it. So we'll
They
see.
would never bring Johnny Depp back, would they?
No, after switching to Mads Mikkelsen, you're not going to do the Uno reverse. Because that would be
Yeah.
really bad for audiences. They'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's already hard enough.
Yeah. As a casual.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But Johnny Depp will be back in films, though. He'll be back in films.
What do you think's going to get him first? He's not working with Disney again.
He won't work with Warner either.
Yeah,
Who?
it's not going to be Warner and Disney. No, he's not working with Disney.
He's already said he wouldn't work with Disney again. But it's
But for the money, he might.
It's the modern era, man. And if Marvel's Disney.
Did he start doing Oscar bait?
But he said I wouldn't work with Disney for $300 million.
They do.
No, they're not paying Johnny Depp more than 300.
They paid Jared Leto a more $1 billion. So
A more. Dude, we're in the pod.
Jared Leto didn't get paid by Disney. He got paid by Sony. I'm stupid.
Yeah, more billion. Anyway, that's it for this episode. We're gonna do the post show. So if you support us the $5 tier at patreon.com/synceduppodcast, or is it synceduppod? Fuck.
The boy who lives. Come to die.
It's patreon.com/syncedup, man. We got to end the show.
Yeah, end the show. Goodbye.
Wow, post show. See ya.
Goodbye.